the way we move forward is through conversation. When we can just have conversations without polarization, that's really important.
Somehow it needs to have both the collective and the individual. I don't like the I, my only.
Well, we are one.
I like
Yeah,
we
I
are.
think
It can be put back to what you do then impact.
Right,
the
right.
me and
Like
what
there's-
everybody else.
It's important that even though we all believe it's an important resource, that we talk about why it's important to each of us. We need to make sure that we're communicating in a way that connects our differences for a common good.
No, I thought that was interesting, and what could you tell us more about that?
My feeling is we have a desperate need for good ideas of solutions.
We are at the Indiana Significant Water User Forum.
Water sampling.
The education forum.
A lot of people are around the table from a variety of organizations, including Lilly and Citizens.
People who are representing stormwater, people concerned about floodings, and then we had people from the zoo and from the State Museum.
Water is such a complex issue, and that we have so many challenges ahead of us that we need different perspectives. We can really think through all of these components, think through who the missing audiences are that we might not necessarily reach ourselves, and that we come up with a stronger product as a result of more input.
You know, there's a lot of different messages you can do, but I think if you hone in on what's most important to the most people that are using it here, we're going to have to pay for it. That's where we need to center on.
We keep getting down to all these other messages we want to deliver. But I think what Mary brought up in those slides was there was a key message. When we get this group together, we can find out what are the steps that really move somebody from being aware of something to actually taking action on it.
I think it's important to shed the stigma, come out to these meetings and learn from each other and protect our greatest asset.
Anything that kind of struck you this morning about irrigation, whether that's on golf courses or lawns or anything like that? Any thoughts about that? Yeah, Rose?
To know that golf courses have some of the same interests in protecting water quality and quantity that the rest of us do was a learned thing for me today. We have more in common than what separates us. We all want clean, safe water for drinking. We want to be able to grow as a region and enjoy the water that we have as one of our greatest natural resources in central Indiana.
There really needs to be a united language where people understand what they're supposed to be analyzing, and not only that, but which methods are approved for that analysis. Yeah, and what they're called. I mean, something as simple as that as well.
A big database or even just a dictionary saying, please use these terms, you know, but when you submit it to somebody else for sharing it, you agree to use these common terms.
Many of us who work in the Office of Water, and in fact throughout IDEM, spend a lot of time doing our work in our program areas. And so when we are able to get out and meet people who are doing different things, we gain a better understanding to work on that issue. And you can't start to work on it until you know its breadth, how big that issue is.
If you're new to the conversation about water and you're ready to dive in, please come join one of the conversations and learn about maybe there's a way that appeals to you that you can step in and become involved.
Absolutely do it. These forums are so important. You'll just be better for it in your participation.